Okay, hello everybody. So today we're going to actually tell you what your auto insurance covers you for. So there's several different things that can be included in your auto insurance, and they have different names, right? So like for example, there's comprehensive and collision coverage. And so we're going to get very specific today about what your auto insurance covers. Because a lot of people that we talk to, they just have no idea what it actually covers. So we thought this might be helpful. So then, Robert, do you want to explain just specifically what comprehensive and collision covers?
Yes, okay, so comprehensive and collision covers. Comprehensive means things that happen to your car other than a crash. So comprehensive itself is a word that means kind of like it takes care of everything, so to speak. So comprehensive means if someone vandalizes your car or if someone steals your car, then your comprehensive coverage would cover that. So that's what comprehensive covers. If someone breaks into your car, then the window would be broken, then that would be something that would be covered with the comprehensive. If someone takes a baseball bat to your lights, or if they steal a wheel, then that would be a comprehensive claim.
Is a good way to think about it like everything except for collision?
Yes.
I think that's kind of one of the ways to think about it.
Yeah, it's also referred to as other than collision.
Right. Okay. What if what if a part got stolen off my car, like my rear, like my side mirror just got ripped off?
Ripped off, yes, that would be a comprehensive claim because it's something that happened that was not a crash or a collision.
Right. Okay. Cool. What if I have? Do you know if I had like an expensive computer in the back seat of my car? This is like an insurance test. If I had an expensive computer, let's say my beautiful new Mac laptop in the back seat of my car, and I went shopping and I came out and it was gone, and someone had broken in. If they broke the window would get covered, but would the laptop get covered?
In that case, the comprehensive auto insurance does not extend to your own valuable personal property inside your car. So that's a negative.
Yeah.
There are some renter's insurance policies that will cover for stolen property up to a certain amount.
Right, they'll follow that's a whole other story.
That is a whole other story.
But we're just talking about auto insurance right now.
Yep, right now we're talking about auto insurance. So a comprehensive claim would not include getting your own personal items stolen out of your car.
Right. Okay, cool. And then collision?
So collision means that your car would be covered, your own personal car would be covered in case it gets into a crash. So if you crash it into an object, if you crash it into a post, if you crash it into another car, your own car would then be covered based on the collision insurance.
Right.
That includes being in a car accident with another car, another motorcycle, anything where your car crashes into something else. That would be a collision coverage, yeah.
So that's comprehensive and collision. And when you have full coverage, right? Like there's a buzzword that's like full coverage, right? That term gets kind of thrown around.
You have full coverage,
flippantly,
right?
what that means is that you have liability and comprehensive and collision coverage. So that's comprehensive and collision. Then liability covers if you hit another person, then it covers the damage to their vehicle and anyone who gets injured in their vehicle. So there's two very distinct things. There's liability, which covers the other person if you're at fault, right? And comprehensive and collision covers your own personal car.
Right.
Right.
Now I noticed Daniel Gianni is here watching us as I'm checking it out. So yes, Daniel, your question is, do you guys sell, inexpensive insurance? And the question is, do we sell inexpensive insurance? And yes, we do sell low-priced insurance. So we can get insurance at very low prices for anyone in the state of California. So thank you for watching, and yes, the answer is definitely yes,
yeah.
Daniel.
That's
thank you for watching.
Yep, and we can specifically get low prices for people that have, like, if they have a DUI or they have multiple tickets or accidents, A lot of times those people cannot get insurance with like the standard companies at a good rate. Like they jack their rates up tremendously. So we, specialize in helping people like that. But I don't know if you tuned in yesterday, but we also help people that are preferred or just standard, and we can also get anyone basically good rates. We're just awesome, basically.
That's true. And again, Mr. Daniel is asking a question as to, at a certain age, how much does a certain, you can, if you're watching this, you can see the comment there. So he posted the comment publicly that he's 20 years old and is $333 a high price to be paying. Okay, so this is beyond what we're talking about comprehensive and collision, but let's take this up.
Since, yeah, sure. He has the question, might as well.
Exactly. So for a 20-year-old, there's two kinds of insurance. There's liability coverage in case you hit somebody else. So if you have a car that is older, such as a 2005 Honda or a 2005 BMW, and it's not very valuable because it's already more than 10 years old, then you only need liability insurance in case you hit somebody else. So that's usually about half of the price. And
yeah, we strongly recommend if you're younger that you just get a used car, and so therefore you only need to get liability insurance because it's a lot cheaper to get just liability coverage versus getting full coverage. Now, obviously, if you're already in that situation, you have a new car and you need full coverage, we would have to look at your exact information in order to find out what your exact best deal would be for you.
Totally, and then
but that doesn't sound totally unreasonable. 300.
Yeah, it does not sound totally unreasonable.
For a younger driver,
especially if it is a comprehensive and collision and liability.
Yeah.
So if you have a newer car,
right,
and you're 20 years old, you're paying $333. That is not a bad deal.
Doesn't sound like it.
Of course, depending on what kind of car it is. If you're only getting liability coverage and you're paying $300, then that would be a little pricey.
Yeah.
So now,
anyway,
back to the comprehensive and collision coverage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically if you crash your car. Now, did you go over the deductible?
Oh, we didn't really talk about that. That's a good point.
Okay, so when you're getting comprehensive and collision coverage, you have what is called the deductible. The deductible means the amount of money that will be deduced or that will be removed from the bill that the insurance company will pay. So you are going to pay the deductible. So if you have comprehensive and collision coverage on your car and it gets stolen and you have a deductible of $500, then they will take a look at the cash value of your car. Let's say your car is worth the actual cash value of about $20,000. They will say, okay, so your car was worth $20,000, it got stolen, you have to pay the $500 deductible, and then they will pay you $19,500 to reimburse you for the cash value of your car.
Right.
If it gets crashed and there's a collision, and then you take it to the body shop and they say the repair is going to cost $3,000, and if you have a $500 deductible, then you will have to pay $500, and then the insurance will pay $2,500.
Right. Cool. And then I also wanted to go over other aspects of coverage that you can get. So you have those 2 points, the comprehensive and collision with the deductible that he went over. You can get a $1,000 deductible, a $500 deductible. You can get it as high as, I think, a $2,000 deductible if you want. That just brings your rate down lower and lower the higher the deductible is. And then there's other coverages that you can get. Coverages is really not a word, but, it sounds good. But anyway, you can also get what's called, a lot of you are familiar with roadside assistance. That covers you, like let's say you get stranded on the side of the road and you need, let's say, jump start, or you need fluids, you're locked out of your car. Let's say you're at the store and you get locked out of your car, locked your keys in. The standard roadside assistance typically covers those things. Then there's also towing, and I think it's called towing and something else. But anyway, that's a whole other service. These things are really inexpensive, and a lot of times if you just ask your agent if they provide that on the policy, then it's sometimes just a few dollars more. Most of our carriers provide that as options to add on to your coverage. So that's one thing to add. That's not necessarily a given that that's going to be on your policy. So I'm just throwing it out there.
Very good.
Yeah, another coverage that you can get is called special glass coverage. A lot of companies offer this, which is really cool actually. I think it's like the best kept secret because it happens where you're driving, you're driving down the freeway and a little tiny pebble just happens to hit your luck of the draw window and you're just like toast, right? You got to get like a whole new windshield, and those are not cheap, but they're not super expensive either. They're average around $500. So let's say you have a typical policy with a $500 deductible. You have comprehensive and collision, which would be the part of your insurance that would kick in at that point. But let's say you have a $500 deductible. Well, therefore, they're not going to cover anything for that claim. So if you had special glass coverage, then it would waive the deductible and they would just replace your windshield. So that's a really cool feature, and I think that's usually only a few dollars more, like a couple dollars more per month, but it could save you $500. So that's something to tell you. And there are other little points, but I just recommend that you always ask questions like what does my policy include? And there's one other one I want to tell you about. Rental car reimbursement coverage is a really good coverage to add to your policy. Again, it's typically a few dollars, maybe $4 or $5 sometimes per month. But let's say you get into an accident and you have to use a rental car for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You're pretty much toast, right? So if you have rental car reimbursement, this covers you for a certain amount of dollars per day. So it'll reimburse you. Let's say you're paying $30 a day or $40 a day for the rental car, and your reimbursement is $30, then you would be only paying $10 a day for your rental car. So it could be a huge savings. Anyway, so that's something I strongly recommend you look at all your options so you're not freaking out when the time comes that, God forbid, we don't want these things to happen, but
knock on wood.
But I feel like almost like the more prepared you are for things in life, typically and in general, then the less they are likely to happen, So this kind of fits that as well. Anyway.
That's totally true. So just if anyone has just started watching the video, this is Robert Keith. My name is Robert Keith. This is my lovely wife, Tamari Keith. We both run and own the Keith Insurance Agency. We specialize in auto insurance, and we can help any California driver, whether you have tickets or whether you are a young driver or whether you don't have tickets and you're a perfect driver. We can help you get a really good deal on your auto insurance. And yeah, so we are here to help you.
And we also offer other insurance as well, like renters, homeowners, commercial liability. So we can help you with pretty much everything.
Yes, and one of the really cool things about our agency is that we do everything, or 99% of the business, we do it all by email with electronic signatures. So let's say somebody needs or wants to get some auto insurance. They can send us an email, or you can call us at 213-453-1268. You call us, we actually check our rater, and we find you the best price in the different California insurance companies that we have available to us. And then we email you a link for you to electronically sign. And you can usually sign it on your smartphone, whether it be an Android or an Apple phone, like an iPhone, or you can do it on your computer. So a person from their own home can just transact and get the insurance done without having to drive around. So right there, you're saving a lot of time. And we're always like one text message away. Once you are our client, we are very easy to reach. You can send us a text message or call us and email us. And both of us are here, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. And also we are available because you have our cell phone. So basically, once you get on our client list, then you can send us a text message and we will usually take care of it one way or another, even if it's on a weekend. So we very much look forward to expanding our clientele and helping reach more and more Californians.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. Thanks for listening, everybody.
So thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Again, this is Robert Keith and Tamari Keith from Keith Insurance Agency, and we look forward to helping you out. The number to call if you want a quote for auto insurance, business insurance, renter's insurance, or homeowner's insurance is 213-453-1268. Thank you very much.